Good morning, Polynikes here with an army list for you. I had a special request for my interplanetary army list that I did not use and so didn't go over in my battle reports. So here it is. I'll go over it briefly and you can tell me what you think. So this list was originally designed to fight against the Tartary Army Corps. I'm pretty terrified of Ariadne in general and probably the attack most of all. So this list is designed to fight that, but I've used it against a lot of opponents and had a lot of success with it, including Varuna, Invincible Army, a number of other games. But here we go. Charonted, he's the Lieutenant, MSV-3, HMG. He's a great killer. Makrep Tracker, another MSV HMG. She has forward deploy and an auto med kit, 6th sense level 1, all of which are very useful. A couple Ulaties, partially to throw smoke, partially to be up in the front when anapos are coming in. Any kind of dog never wants to fight a Ulatie. Like, there are a lot of things they want to fight, Ulaties are not it. So Ulaties go in front, so they have to engage them. Then we got Shrouded Mine Layer, Shrouded Forward Observer, and a Liberto Mine Layer. Sometimes in this list, depending on missions, the Shrouded Forward Observer is another mine layer. So I'm hiding behind 3 mines. Once again, this keeps all those dogs back, at least a bit. Our drone used to be good against dogs because you could flash pulse them, no longer. A couple Imatrons. We got our Morat Spec Ops. This was a engineer, doctor with a stun pistol and bonus willpower, if I remember correct. I like the stun pistol, particularly in this mission spread, because hunting party is there. So if he needs to use it in that, he would have 2 stun pistols. It's cool. Another R drone, M drone sensor really good against anyone doing camo. And this sensor is in group 2, so you don't have to use an order from group 1 to do the sensing, which is most of the fighting there. And we've got an Icadron, 2 Gakis, and a Roto Killer Hacker. So Gakis are interesting because they're not Taiga, and everyone's all up in the air about Taiga. I love the Gakis, I love the Pretas more, but I love the Gakis mostly for their climbing plus. Also, the S2 actually makes them faster than the S1 Taigas, because there's many things they can vault that the Taigas cannot. Taigas are also good, they just do different things. Many times my opponent has had squishy but good important pieces, like a data tracker or something like that, on top of a building, and they're like, no one will ever get to this. And then a Gaki runs across the board, runs up the side of the building, and kills it in close combat. Or they kill it and then blow up on them and kill them. So the Gakis are great for what they do. Once again, no werewolf wants to fight a Gaki, right? And that was the original build of this list. So you're kind of hiding behind your layer of mines and Dotaratai and Hungries to hold back all that kind of stuff. Your main shooters, the Charonted and the Makrep, will be hidden unless when you're in the reactive turn. On the active turn, they'll be hunting, which we'll get to in just a moment. Lastly, down here we have our Roto Killer Hacker. This guy's an amazing solo piece. Killer Hacker, so he can defeat most other hackers. Boarding Shotgun Mines. Again, he forward deploys in this season because of being medium infantry. He's a great objective getter. He can run around up there, right, and do his things and come back. In this list, he has a possible 7 orders he can use. You can see here, right, because you can convert the 2 Hungries. So the way it kind of plays out is the Hungries run forward and probably die, but if they make it, you just start pumping orders into whichever one makes it to get done what they need to get done. Or if they're not any good attack runs for them, use those orders on the Rodok. He can run up, he can get an objective, he can lay a couple mines, he can go into Cyber Mask. There's a lot he can do there. I guess the only other real thing I need to say about the list is the reserve is usually the Makrep, right? You put down the Charonted, people assume the Q drone or something like that is coming, or Speculo is coming, and they don't really plan for an MSV HMG forward deploying. So I've had a lot of games where the Makrep is able to go either on top of a tall building or just onto a ledge or something like that, where she's got really good views of the field. And then, of course, the Dotaratai run and throw smoke for her, and then she's able to just pick off things through that smoke. Sometimes, however, it is the Charonted, just depending on the board layout. If the opponent's got a lot of visible camo tokens, the Charonted wants to be able to see as many as possible, because then you throw smoke on it, and you just discover, kill every camo token you can see. Yeah, and that generally works out pretty well. As I said, I've had a lot of success with this list. It's probably a little bit more aggressive than the other list. But yeah, let me know in comments if you have any thoughts about it. I know it's kind of a weird list. Doesn't have a Q drone, doesn't have a Speculo. I think my first build of this list, the Road Oak wasn't a cube Yager for some side jumping. But I've decided I like this build, though I do change it up a little bit every now and again. All right, thanks for watching.